Hey friends, Scott Smith at the Smith Team at Keller Williams. Wanted to share with you some weekly insights, some of the questions that we get on a regular basis. One of those questions that we've had recently is owning a home a good investment? So I dug into some of the research nationally and then locally, and I found a couple of interesting charts that I'll share with you. One of them is actually some data that was pulled from Gallup, and Gallup is a national survey company. They polled Americans that about what's going on in the real estate market. And they asked them if owning a home is a good investment. Last year, it was actually up to 90%. The year before, it was only 80%. So good trends in that regard. Seeing where the real estate market is going, it is a good investment. I guess it's relative depending on where you live and what type of property you own. But for the most part, all good news. But I wanted to share with you some of the stats that we pulled from the National Association of Realtors and then also the Minnesota Association of Realtors. They get a lot of their information from Case Shiller, which is a national organization that pulls all that real estate data and puts it together in a nice, neat chart for us. The good news is that nationally, if you look at the chart, you'll see only a few of the red. Most of this chart is green. So we're seeing positive numbers year over year, aside from that little blip in the radar back 2008 to 2012 for that 5-year stretch when we had a little bit of a mortgage crisis going on. We're through that now, but you can certainly see where the appreciation numbers have been strong some years and in other years a little bit more modest. Looking at the Minnesota numbers going back to the year 2000, we saw 6 years in the red where the gains were negative in those same years, 2008 to 2012. And what we have experienced is some stronger appreciation over the last few years. It's very Minnesotan. Our national numbers, or our average numbers rather, are 3.6 blended average over this 25-year span. So the good news is, like I said, it's very Minnesotan, not too big, not too small, just right in the middle. We don't have the big spikes like some other markets do, but we don't also have, we have some modest gains. We don't have the big drops either. So certainly owning a home can be an expensive endeavor where you've got maintenance and upkeep, your property taxes, your insurance, some of those things that you don't necessarily have as a renter. But in my opinion, and maybe I'm a little bit biased. Well, yeah, I guess I am a little bit biased as a real estate agent. That homeownership is a good investment, and over time, you can either be paying rent for the roof over your head, or you can be building equity in your own net worth over time. So. Definitely makes sense if you know of anyone that's looking to make a move to invest in real estate or get into their first home, maybe to trade up to their next home. Reach out to us. We'd love to have a conversation with them about the timing of a good investment into your real estate portfolio and making a move into a next home. 651-777-3434 is the best way to reach us. Otherwise, you can send us a direct message online. Happy to connect with you and have a conversation about homeownership. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care.